Okay, hello, good afternoon, everyone. We'll start.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Great. How's weather today? Here in Leeds.
It's a bit cloudy, but all right.
Oh, great. Good to hear. Okay, so any question before starting our lesson, please?
No, all good.
Okay, good. Today lesson will be our assignment discussion. We will go through, and key focus will be how we can address all the learning outcome. Assignment brief is available on our Moodle page, and I'll refer you back to, and we can use, a couple of resources, or you can add any example of your choice if you want to. Okay,
Yeah.
so which I'll say, refer our Moodle page, and we'll start, we'll discuss about how we can address all the learning outcome. Thanks for attending. Okay, we'll start. So, in terms of the finance sect, of course, it's not exam-based course, it's assignment based, but you can use, if you can use the latest, if not 21, 22, 23, or 2024, you can use anyone. We cannot specify it, but it's better to be clearly indicate, which finance sector you're using. So always is a bit, sometime is a question mark. So we can use it, anyone, whichever you like. Okay,
Okay.
so better to use the latest one, always preferable, because of course in the real world we use the latest, which is mean 23, 24 we are using now until 31st January. Okay, welcome. We'll start. So first we'll go back to our unit specification, what we have learned. We discuss about understand the theories and the principle, where we discuss about the resident, we discuss about tax system, progressive, regressive taxation. We discuss about tax planning, and we had a discussion about tax avoidance and ethical and moral principles. Then second lesson, we had a discussion about how we can calculate the employment income, investment income in properties, and the total value of the tax or benefit in kind. And we discuss about NI, national insurance, as well contribution, different classes. Okay, then lesson 3, we had a discussion about chargeable gain, chargeable asset. We discuss about connected person, and that's, capital gain tax. So we can pick the example of capital gain tax we can use for our LO3. So if please in your assignment, if you look this indicative contents which we learned during our lesson, we can focus on in our assignment. These are the bullet points, the key points which we can address during when we, prepare our assignment and during our preparation of assignment. So please, welcome. Adil, yeah, okay. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. I'm okay. Thank you.
Thanks for joining. So we can look around, these are indicative contents which we'll address within our assignment. So I'll quickly take you back to our assignment brief. Assignment brief is available on our Moodle page. Please, if you don't have access, always ask, So I can send you via email or via chat through WhatsApp as well as in a Zoom. Okay, so please, you've been given always little scenario, always good to be read the scenario like you're a consultant, you're working in an organization, your boss asks you to prepare, the handouts for, so you've been given little scenario. You can contextualize, that's the, your discussion. So if we look here, task 1, yes, induction elements of the course, and you have been asked to prepare the self-study resources. So you have to prepare the resources on these. Explain the key principle of taxation system used for individual. Explain the features of the tax system. Explain the difference between the tax planning, tax avoidance, so regressive, progressive. So these, tax system different. We can look around these and we'll discuss, different types of tax we can as well. So we have LO1, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, which is mean our lesson 1. So we can open the lesson 1 slide. Our lesson slide is divided in 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. And if you want to work towards merit criteria, so always please good to go through the merit criteria. Okay, so please, in terms of the word, it's just for the guidance. So main thing is to meet the criteria. Okay, so always when you submit your assignment, please always good to be clearly indicate you want, the distinction or you want merit. So if we, after marking, if we indicate, there are some a bit, some point you're behind than the distensions, because of course then we can send you back and we can say, come on, you can add these more points or more example to address, and then of course, hitting the criteria, you can get the distensions. We wish, everyone get to the higher grades, and we work always low aim is a crime, fail in life, no crime. So we can work towards, high grade. Any question if you have, please you carry on asking. Then we have a task 2. Then, of course, your college has asked you to prepare the self-study resources, how to calculate income tax, national insurance. So that's we need to add the example. So we have, good few handouts where you can pick the example, or you can pick the example of yourself. But please, be careful about the GDPR. Don't put the client example. You can really XYZ, you can put the name instead of the client, your client's name. So be careful. Okay, so your self-study resources must be calculated the taxable income from the employment, investment, and property. So we can look around personal allowance. We all aware of, personal allowance 12,570. Determine the taxable value of the benefit in kind. So it can be any example of benefit in kind, like a company car or any other benefit in kind. So that can be used as example. Calculate the national income tax liability, national insurance contribution. So please, we can pick, these example. I'll show you in handouts in a minute. So in our lesson 2, which is LO2, mean the lesson 2, we have slide. We have all the resources to achieve the merit self-study resources are explained. The individual can minimize the tax liability. Yes, individual can minimize the tax liability if they plan, or instead of saving incomes, we can put, your partner's name. Our marriage allowance, can be claimed to minimize the tax liability. So couple of things you can discuss under this, the point. To achieve the distinction, self-study resources must demonstrate the relief for the pension payment or the charity. So if you're giving charities, of course, we can claim and tax, and that's help, to reduce the tax bill. You all working in, of course, you have more experience. You all always deal, and you in an accounting profession. So please, anything you think which is relevant to them, meet the criteria to reduce and planning the tax, which is absolutely fine to include. Okay, so in preparation of the student final examination, you've been asked to prepare the set of the revision card. So revision card is the card like, one side question and answer, or just you writing in question and answer, which is absolutely fine. So explain difference between the chargeable and exempt asset. Those are the chargeable, like we discussed about chattel, horses, and various others, examples. So which is our lesson 4. So please, good to be look around the lecture 4 slide. That will help you as well. And then of course, we can look around the indicative content of LO3. So that's also help you, as I shown you this unit specification earlier. So please, which we can focus. Okay, then explain the difference between the chargeable exempt person, like, those persons staying within the UK, those are chargeable resident. So those sort of discussion. Capital gain tax, payable and individual with given data. Of course, we can include some data of our choice, and that's, which we can address. So these are the 3 learning outcome which we learned during our lesson, and that's, and please, here is the guidance. If you're doing LO1, what sort of the point, you can discuss. If you're doing LO2, what you can. And so please focus on this, the unit and the assignment brief and the guidance document as well. It's quite good too. Other than that, I'll take you back to Moodle, and we have a sample assignment as well. That's also help you, please. So if you look this sample assignment, so we've been given the taxation system, different revenue to the government. Of course, the tax is the biggest revenue, different types of taxes. The parliament, of course, bills. We have a HMRC, which is manage the tax, all the tax legislation and rules and regulations. So you will see there, please, the guidance there. So make sure, please, wherever you get the information, should be referenced there. Yes, VAT, direct, indirect tax, tax planning is illegal. Yes, tax avoidance, tax avoidance. So that's, which we can, please, you can add, examples as well to hitting the higher criteria, like, merit and distinction. Always good to be 2 authors, 3 author reviews, or 3 reference, which is better. So you will see there tax, income tax, and the national insurance. We've been given, like, different examples here. You will see. Yeah. And please, we can calculate, apply the personal allowance, all these being applied here. You will see there examples. These are examples. So these are the previous year is the 2021. So what you can do, if you want to keep the same example, so what you can do, please, here, you can apply the latest rate, which is absolutely fine. Yes. Any question here, please? Of course, rates carry on changing every year. So it's better to be use the latest, which is mean up to 31st January. We can use Finance Act 2023-24. So please, you can apply. So all you've been given here scenarios, which we have in our lessons as well, like NI. Yes, if different classes of NI, and you can pick examples from the book as well, which I'll show you in a minute. And then you have, these all the tax liabilities being calculated, final working. So you can show your working, please. Please, you can restructure yourself. Always good to be underneath. You can explain. Yes, this is the tax, under if the class different, or if the income different, can be national insurance, or you can do for the planning purposes, or you can look around, employer can claim, implies like allowance, which is 5,000. Used to be 3,000, so we can look around those as well. Capital gain tax. So please, what is capital gain tax? What sort of asset we can share that we do indexation? If you want to add the example, absolutely fine to yeah. So please, disposal, pension, disposal of asset, proportion of asset if you disposed of, what gain we have, on the property we sold, or asset we sold. So please, we can add examples. So there are plenty of examples. So this is a sample assignment, all the workings you've been given. So please look around this. This also provide you good guidance. So guidance mean, I'm not using same facts and figures. I can use different, but I apply the this year rate. So only the problem you will see here, HMRC, it should be in a bracket, which year I'm using, and it should be access date when I be in the website. But in this sample, it's not given that. So please, I'll go through the Harvard reference. Any question here, please, from anyone?
You like omelette as well?
Omelette.
Yes, please. If any question you can ask. Okay.
You have the Q1 and Q2. Is this the card you were talking about?
Sorry, he's the picture in the background. So I'm talking about, like last slide. Yes, I'll just, go back to in a minute. Yes, I'll show you the template. Can you see the template in a minute? Hope it will be clear to your point itself. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, just 1 second. We have a template. I'm giving you this template. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Have you seen the sample assignment, which is our Moodle page, which I just shown you? Yes.
Yes.
How we can structure. So that's also help you. But of course, we are, because that's, the sample assignment is 2021 Finance Act. We can use Finance Act 2023-24. Yeah. You can even copy the rates, those as given in our slides as well. Yes, we included the latest rate now. So if we look here, how we had a discussion about introduction. So when you're writing about, maybe you can discuss about a good tax system will help to increase the revenue for the government. Where you can find the information. We have in the books, we have a online good taxation system will help to generate, and the fair tax system in place that will create the transparency, then help the people clearly contribute. uh, that's we do in the UK. We have the tax system which is a progressive tax. If you earn more, you have to pay more taxes. Yes, not a fixed tax from all your income. So that's we can do some discussion, little introduction. In this assignment I'm going to discuss about uh, saving income, employment income, taxation, capital gain, and NI. Yes, so that can be little bit your introduction can be as given in the sample assignment as well. That's also help you. Then we have explain the good taxation system format many years ago, the wealth of nations. Like we have a lot of if you want to go back to uh, Google Scholar, I quickly show you as well. And please, that's we can pick a lot of stuff from those as well. The tax system consider a good when is a consist of a good tax system meet the five basic the requirement. What the five basic requirement is: the fairness, advocacy, simplicity, transparency, and administrative ease. That's the good tax system. Huh? So these are points you can enhance. Maybe other authors say, come on, that's in other is transfer. Good tax system should be a progressive, and some saying no. So that can be argument. Two authors' views. So we said taxation system. What is these? What is the purpose of structure, direct, indirect taxes, and all these? I included that is little which I got this whole the layout from the Kaplan website. I'll show you how we can. And then if you want to, please, if any picture you are including as a reference. So if you right click, can you see here? Can you see the
Yeah.
template? So you can, if you go here, reference page, and please your style, you can change to Harvard reference style. Which style we are using? Harvard reference, because my software, this is slightly old, MS Office, but when you do yours, you will find there is a Harvard reference. Other is quite close to, but you can pick it Harvard reference style from the drop list. Then you go here, insert citation. If I'll click there, it says here, Dropbox says you can look around. Are you using book? Are you using journal article? Are you using any website? Maybe you using mostly websites. Yes, are you using the ACCA document, which I gave you a lot of examples. I'll re-share with you in a minute. Yes, as I shared with you. So if I'll say the website is a ACCA, which author was ACCA, and if you look where I'm getting the example, I'll just quickly I'll show you. Okay, I'll take you back to, I'll say ACCA Finance Act 23-24, which we are looking. And if I'll do here, can you see now? We have a lot of articles as well. You can pick a lot of stuff from these. And I already shared with you a couple of handouts already on Moodle, and the books already on Moodle. So you will see here. Yes, let's say personal allowance example you've been given here the trading profit, because you're looking here more individual income, saving income. Let's say you're doing the saving income and you calculating. So here been explained the saving income. You want to calculate the saving, non-saving. Non-saving means is your employment income, and you can rewrite it this. Yes, example. You can check. If I right click it, I can take image as well. Yes, I can take image. I can copy into my assignment, and where I got it, This is my whole website, that link. Yes, Adil, any question, please? If you have, you can ask as well.
Yes,
Okay, so if
yes,
we
I've got the questions, please.
sure,
Actually, my simple assignment is not like you simple assignment. It's different.
no problem, that's fine. Your sample assignment is a different, yes?
Yeah.
So which is fine. Sample mean is a guidance, yes?
Yeah.
Because you can divide it according to like LO1, and then we can say 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. Underneath you can write it, yes?
Yeah.
And answer that question, which is absolutely fine.
Okay.
Okay. I just
Okay.
show you as well.
But if you don't mind, could you send me this assignment, sample assignment, please?
Oh yeah, sure. We can.
Please, yeah. Thank you.
We can.
Thank you. Cheers.
Welcome. Here is the website name that was which year we are accessing or published the information in 2024, which month we are accessing the information. We are in September and today date is 15. And when I click OK, wherever my cursor will be, the reference will drop there. Okay. So wherever I like to, let's say I want this reference. So I don't need to do again. I can drop it like this. Yes. And I can say, according to yes, which year was, yes, 2024. And when I will do, underneath, this example is being obtained from, yes, are the resources being used. So you can reference, please. Like you will see here, we did this snipping tool, we use it and we included this. And when I'm writing underneath, I can say as figure 1 show the tax system consists of, yes, direct, indirect, yes, are dealing with the HMRC, infraction, overseas element. So that can be linked, contextualize your discussion. Always good to be. So that's which we can link. Okay, so what I did, please, you can do little introduction of your assignment. Second, then task 1. Read your task 1, which is about, we gave you samples. You can discuss about tax planning, tax avoidance, tax system, progressive, ingressive, regressive tax, that can be discussed under this. And then you can move to the second, yes, good taxation always is fair, transparent. So that can be, so I can include anything you want to give as a heading. So please, you can carry on giving as a heading. So task 1 is my heading 1. If you want to work toward the merit criteria to achieve the merit criteria, so we can discuss about ethics and the legal side of the tax. So we have a finance act, we have a ethics being moral principle we need to be followed. So please, that's we can. And then we have a task 2, and you calculating here. So what I can do, if I'll take you back to this handout, which I already shared with you, it's available on our Moodle page, and we can look around this. So if you want to pick this as an example, or I can pick the example, you can rewrite it if you want to use as an example to calculate the tax from employment and all. So we are calculating the tax from employment. So where I got it, if I'll click right on, it shows me insert caption. So this is figure 2, which is employment and non-saving saving income. So where I got it, this now I can underneath, we can say during, yeah, so you can interpret the figures and contextualize as the figures to indicate. So if you want to do like this, you can, or totally you can give the scenario. Yes, like here, Henry had the salary is this, saving income is this, yes, pension contribution is this, and we will calculate the tax liability. Yes. So that's you can, and you can calculate the tax liability. So this year we have a personal allowance. If you're looking any previous sample assignment, so please, there was a personal allowance 12,500, no 12,570 in the finance act. That's only the key difference. Any question there, please?
Means we can copy and paste this example, yeah?
You can little bit modify it. You, let's say, there is an income 46,500, yes. Maybe you can say, come on, 45,500, yes, which is fine. You want to keep it as it is, yes? No
Yes,
problem.
thank you. Yeah, okay, cheers.
This is everyone, or maybe you thinking, come on, I have a client, I don't want their actual name, I can put it A limit, A Mr. A, yes?
Okay, yeah.
Instead of, because that's really, we don't want to give the client information.
Okay.
There are plenty of example in book. We have a Kaplan, we have BPP. Even is an old finance act. Only pick the example and apply the new rate.
Okay.
Yes, of course, we are aware of the rates. Those are given in our slide and given here. If you look in, I'll take you back to sorry, little bit.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so if you look here, so when you calculate any examples, go down and look the finance act rate. Yeah, and look here. If anyone earning first 12,570 is a no tax, you can say according to the Finance Act 2324, personal allowance is 12,570. If anyone is earning above than that, there will be a 20% tax up to £1 to 37,700. In this case, Mr. Henry is earning 46,700. So if we minus 12,570, remaining income will be charged 20%. Yes.
Okay, yes.
All in the basic tax bracket. Yes.
Yeah.
And if Mr. Henry is getting the dividend, so we can say the rate will be applied 8.75. Yes.
Yes.
So that's, you can, your interpretations. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
So all the rates here. Other than that,
إذا كل الأسعار هناك تكون.
Okay, so let's read. If we look here, I gave you this one. I gave you open tuition handouts. Yeah. This one also. So if you're looking income tax, property tax, so you've been given all the examples. Yes, employment income, pension, NI. So you can pick, example from these. Huh? Okay. And at the end, it's all this. We have all the calculations. Okay. So you can pick it. Any examples like, and you can in your assignment according to our assignment brief, according to we divide it. Huh? So that's you can do as well. Huh? And then you can reference the booklet where you got it. Yeah. Okay. So please, that's your task to calculate. Here you can add, some calculation like I mentioned here. Huh? Applying the personal allowance in given situation, taxable value of benefit. So if you go back to in the handout, which is I gave you ACCA one, the booklet. If you look here, within that, if you type, benefit, so you will see here benefits. Yes. And you can read it. Yes. Yes. If the benefit is given, so personal allowance and the benefit. Yes. The company car is the benefit. Yes. And you can apply any example in your assignment, which is absolutely fine to meet the criteria. So please do so. Okay. So then we have a task 3. Difference between the chargeable and the exempt assets. So if you go back to our handouts, chargeable and exempt. So I gave you this handout. which is, and we have other Kaplan books as well available, slightly it's previous years, but we can, yeah, so you can look around with chargeable gain. Yes, can you see here? Total chargeable gain, less if we have a loss there. So you can pick the example, you can. Chargeable person is a resident, yes, so we can discuss about, and that's, we can include in our assignment these examples that meet the criteria, please. Okay, so that's example we can pick either from ACCA handout, open question, Kaplan, Osborne, or BPP, those are available Google page as well, but make sure apply the latest, according to our rates for this year. Explain the difference between chargeable and exempt person. Exempt person, those not, yes, they are exempt for the tax, because they're not resident in this country, they have to pay the tax abroad. Capital gain, it can be the gain which we have on the asset, or we can previous year losses can be claimed, yes, up to 5 years losses, and we can look around the exempt limit, exempt property, exempt asset like chattels and all, those we can discuss about underneath, please. That's, and please make sure at the end you can conclude, you can say the fair tax system as indicated in our discussion above is a crucial for good economics activities for any country. Yeah? That's, can I quickly take you back to Google Scholar, how we can look around the Google Scholar resource. Anyone use Google Scholar before? Are you aware of Google Scholar?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. So maybe not.
I do have a question before you go there.
Yes, sure, please.
It's I am a bit confused about these revision cards, how they should look. I do understand we have to explain those difference, but how these cards must look
Okay.
when you say cards revision.
You're absolutely right. I'll take you back to one up. Can you
Okay.
see this here? Website, yes?
Yes.
Okay. This is absolutely free website, yes? If you want to, I'm not saying you, so revision card mean you question and answers. Yeah. So that can be revision card. But if you want to create here, click here, create, yes. It's absolutely free website. Please, if you want to set up account, you can, yeah. So create revision flashcard revision card. Can you see here?
Yes.
So let's say I'm saying task to taxation. So I can write it. University is my subject is, let's say, accounting, exam board if I want, it's a university, so others, IFA, let's say. I'm just giving you guidance. It's not mean you do in this software. So I have to log in. Yes, log in. Create revision cards. Okay, I can show you straight created ones. I can pick anything. Let's say I'm picking any subject just for the ideas. You can create your own. Accounting, I want revision cards. Can you see here?
Yep.
Otherwise, I need to create. You can create your own. Otherwise, you just on the Word file, you can do yourself, question and answer. What is meant by tax planning? Let's say this is given accrual and prepayment for support. Yes. You see here, what is the concept accrual? Yes.
Yeah.
So then it's being given. If I'll switch it this, yes, So you will see the questions and you will see the answers of these. If I download these, it look like, can you see here?
Yeah.
One side question, one side answer. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
So it's no problem if you don't, in the Word document, you're not really flipping around the cards. Yes.
Wow.
So what you can do, just simply write the question, write the answers. That's become a.
Yeah, okay.
That's,
Do we have to do this in Word, or do we have to do it in PowerPoint?
no, do in Word, no problem. It's
Word.
fine.
Okay.
It's just do your assignment as a Word. We can do this and then we can copy and paste into Word these revision cards. Yes, but we don't need it. Yes, if you want to do it, you can do it. Okay, because we keep the simples. Yes, like here, if you're doing anything, you can, like here you will see my question is this. Yes, I can write the answers of these. Yes, and I can write the answers for this is my question. Yes, if I'm writing this will become my revision card. Yes,
Okay.
which is fine, no problem. Okay, that's absolutely fine. Okay, you can say question. Yes, this is explained difference between. So you can say what is meant by chargeable and what is meant by exempt. What those assets are chargeable or exempt, which is fine. And that's you can pick, which is open handout, which you have. You have a BPP, Kaplan is available, or Moodles. Yes, and within exempt asset examples as well. So you can add it, that's become handouts as well. Okay. Otherwise, we can do task 1 separate, task 2 separate, task 3 separate. So you're doing one file, meet the criteria. Okay, guys, I'll quickly take you back to the Google Scholar. Okay. So here, please, when you go through the Google Scholar, go Google Scholar. That's website now we are on, and just say tax system. Let's say I'm talking about the UK. You will see now here. Yes, can you see here? We have these been published which year. So I can use the 2024 resources. There's a plenty of stuff, taxation. Yeah. So I can, if it's the free paper, I can read, a little bit abstract. That give me at least some good wording. Yeah. So there is a gender pay gap discussion as well in the good tax system, clearly address these, all sort of problems. So benefit of the tax credit you be, we can say tax system. Yeah. If I don't want to highlight it, I can pick it. Yeah. That's we can pick the examples from. If you want to download, you can. Misunderstand complex tax system. So we have to make sure it's a legitimate avoiding. Yeah. So we have a sense of learning tax minimization strategies in our organization. Anything simple taxation system will help to make it easy, the work. Digital, let's say digital taxation system. We are going to digital tax system benefits. Yes. So you can. This is all the literature. We are all going to be digital. So you can even your discussion leads to, because HMRC. So this article is discussing about good tax system. Yeah. In the last decade, public sector has undergone, transformative journey marked by the persistently pursued, enhance the service delivery of, yeah, administrative costs need to be reduced, so digital good So we discuss about it need to be consistent, it need to be easy, administrative cost should be lower. We moving towards government initiative to make the tax digitalized. So in the tax system need to be progressive, regressive, or all you can explain underneath, that's also. Even if you want to, just for the sake of few sentences, if you want to pick, you can as well. Or if you want just, a lot of research, you can say taxation assignment, academia, taxation. And you please, this is we have a website, people are sharing ideas and assignments. Okay. So that's also, I'm just for the sake of, we have plenty of, stuff, our own website. But if you want, you can download. This is absolutely free as well. Can you see here? Yes, thus you can pick, the stuff if you want. Please. So that's all you've been given. Okay. So that's please. Other than you have access on Moodle. So if you go on Moodle page, can you see on Moodle? So please, that's the sample assignment as I shown you, and other resources available here as well. You will see there, please. Some old stuff, some new stuff, but I shared with you the new one. Okay, because different years we used to carry on delivering. So we have here, you will see, have that's pocket notes. We have, this is integrated book. So if you want in the book, you can pick the example, apply the new rates, and the new rates we discussed already. So you can look around. Yes, understand the tax system structure. Thus you see the question. If I'll go further down, this is the tax system, income tax, capital gain tax, yes. And you will see a good tax system, fair, absolute, convenient, and where you, yes, efficient. What include in tax, direct, indirect, tax rate, it can, yes, structure, progressive, proportional, and regressive. What is meant by these? You can add it as many examples. So please, that's you being given all. Any question there? Or if you want capital gain, so just type capital gain. That will take you to chapter 10, and we have ACC handout, capital gain tax if you want. We have, these are other resources available, and that's, the way we can do assignment. Okay. So please, I'll share with you the template if you want, you want me to share with you, or you have the template, which I shared with you last time. I can share with you, please, you can download. Okay. So assignment guidance. Just 1 second, I'll share with you these books. 2021 are previous as the one, the latest one. Okay, so I'm sharing with you these documents with the books and the rates. And you can download. Can you see in the chat box, please?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll share with you 2-3 books in a minute. So those are only the things, because every year's rates, of course, carry on changing. And we following the latest rates and applying to these and different. So you can pick example, just apply the new rate. Only the rates, it's not a big difference. Only the difference is personal allowance rate. Because last 2-3 years, the personal allowance has been changed.
So 570, yeah?
Sorry?
12,570.
Yes, of course, new now. You're absolutely right. Great. Okay. I'll share with the personal tax. And I'm sharing with the so I'm sharing with you Ravi and Kit with the question and answer that also help you. You can, it's a matter of, I'm giving you because for the sake of, you can pick any example, whichever you like. Okay, so that's the BPP handouts I shared with you. And just 1 second, I'll share with you now. And I'll share with you Kaplan in a minute. So you have Kaplan, you have BPP, you have ACCA. So you have all, Yes, I shared with you Kaplan for, and I'll share you the latest. Are you getting these, resources? Please click, you can download. That's help you when you do your assignment.
Okay.
Thank you.
Because when you have all, you can say, come on, I'll pick, example from this book. I can pick the example from this book. So you can use one from one. So that's your, it means, you have different reference. That's also quite good, it means the reference is no issue. Your latest one. So I have 3. Okay, guys. So you have plenty of stuff now that help you to prepare. You can pick the examples, yes, if you want to apply, or you can say, in such a year that was, and this year is this. Even if you want comparative, that tax was this year was according to finance, and this finance tax is our calculation, and the tax bill comes in. That's also comparative. Okay, so that's all from my end. So please make sure if you never done, and make sure you do the reference, make sure you have, all the comparative figures, and always good to be reference. Are you okay in terms of Harvard reference, everyone?
Yeah.
So please,
Yes.
not table of if you never done it before, maybe it's after a while. On the YouTube, say how to do Harvard reference in MS Word. There is a 2 minutes which you can watch and do. If you have done before, table of contents are never created before, you can click, whichever heading you want, like an introduction, I highlight it. Highlight like heading 1, heading 2. Heading 2 means subhead. Keep in the table of contents your second page of your assignment, and then click. That will be structured. First one, what is your 1.2 if you want. Yes, that's the way you can apply. You can include all the required headings in your assignment. So that's look, the structure wise quite good. And that's all from my end.
Yeah. Hello.
Yes. Hello.
Yeah, I've got the question is about the corporation tax. If we register limited company, that corporation tax automatically they're going to be registered. Is that right or not?
Yes, you can go there. You can click, self-assessment for the company. Yes.
Yeah.
You can register. Then you do online. Like you will get the ID gateway, and then you can submit your returns.
Means we have to be registered separately or automatically they're going to register it?
When you register with the company, auto emails come and you click, you want digitally submitted. Yes.
Yeah. One more question. What about the, for example, a solar trader? The same thing is when you register, if you choose the class 2 national insurance number, they're gonna register that automatically as well, yeah?
Yes, it can be, but you need the UTRN number to be registered self-employed.
Yeah.
And
What
then-
about the directors? Director has got the payslip or not?
So if you want to be registered in the company, you can draw the, you must enroll as a payroll. Yes.
Yeah.
And of course, you do the salaries and all, reporting accordingly. Yeah.
Okay. What about the business closed down? What else you have to be do it for the
Yes,
business?
close down, you have to seize the company and you have to inform.
Sorry, say again.
You have to seize, close the company.
Yeah.
You're not trading anymore. Yes.
Yeah.
You do the reporting, still even is a nil reporter.
Uh-huh.
Okay, then it's fine.
Yeah. What about the selling business?
Yes, selling business, then of course, whoever will take will be directorship.
Yeah.
So because you don't leave the liability on your name.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Because otherwise, the letters carry on coming from HMRC.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Very welcome.
Thanks a lot.
Welcome. If any question other than that, we can go through. Even if you think, come on, we have a client and struggling and this and that, I can even get the advice and I can pass you, or you can ask me. Yes, sometimes something can be slightly complicated. Yes.
Yeah. If the business, for example, the person, he's a self-employed, he's working for 5 months. After that, they don't working. That time they didn't give the tax, and they have to be let the HMRC. I'm not working anymore. Yeah.
Because
Am I right or not?
yeah, if you're not working, then of course, if you're employed by the company, need to, of course, your P45 need to be generated. Yes, you're not anymore in the work.
Okay.
Within the year, you have to do the P46. Those are different documents you have to fill.
Yeah, 46 is because he left the job.
45 left the job.
Yeah, 45. Yeah, that's right. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Cheers.
Yes, anyone else, please? Any question? Okay, thanks for attending to this session. Hope I will speak to you of the unit. I will be available via email, via WhatsApp. You have my number, you have my email. So please feel free. You approach, yes. And hope we'll speak you all, during our next review. Thank you. Have a lovely weekend. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
John Lit. Yeah.
Thank you.